So we were talking about collections. There's a trick, I think, that some unscrupulous investors use to get folks, why these things look so good on paper. You've run into that, have you not?
Yes, I've seen it. It's called a pump and dump, and it's where somebody would pick up a low occupancy complex like mine down by the airport, right? Do whatever minimum is required to get them rented. Then they would run a special, a $99 move-in special.
I've seen the signs.
And also they could also do a no background check, $99 move-in special. You are going to fill up your apartments in a hurry.
Yeah.
And let's say if you're buying an apartment complex with 20% occupancy, you're gonna get a really, really good deal.
Yeah.
You're not gonna pay a lot. I paid $7,500 a door.
Because that investor is bleeding cash.
Exactly.
Yeah. They want OUWT out. Yeah.
And then you run the pump and dump scheme. You fill up the units. You spend $2,000 a unit. You don't paint them. You don't put in new carpet. You basically as is. And you fill them up with basically undesirables and non-payers. Anybody. Now you quickly put this complex back on the market, and you're saying we're 95% occupied.
Yeah, which is true.
I want a premium because we're 95% occupied, and really what they're looking for are cash buyers, where you're not going to have a bank go through and do a formal appraisal or any sort of checking. The very lax due diligence usually when you have an all cash deal.
I gotta sell this quick, man.
I gotta sell this quick, yeah. But then the new buyer steps in, and all of a sudden, instead of collecting $80,000 a month, they're collecting 15, 20, and it takes a few months to figure out what's going on here, and then the evictions have to start.
Right.
And of course, all the good tenants have already left because of the bad ones that have moved in. And that's a very short and vicious cycle. And then you end up with an almost you're back at 10 to 20% occupancy at the end of that cycle.
Yeah, and you've spent all your money now on attorneys
and you have
moving, getting these people out, set out crews,
and you have a property that's worth less than half of what you paid for it.
Right.